Most people picture Miyamoto Musashi as the undefeated swordsman who simply never lost, a warrior born perfect. But that image skips the first chapter of his story, the one most accounts quietly leave out. Before he became undefeated, young Musashi lost badly. His first serious duel wasn't a triumph. It was a lesson in what raw aggression costs when mistaken for strength. He charged in hot, mistaking impatience for speed, mistaking rage for resolve, and he paid for it. The myth says he was unbeatable from the start. The truth is messier. He was a reckless brawler who kept losing until something inside him broke, and then rebuilt. Here's the question most people never ask. What psychological shift turned that hot-headed kid into the calmest strategist Japan has ever seen? The answer isn't in his swordsmanship alone. It's in a specific mental discipline, one that anyone, in any arena, can learn. He arrived hours late for the most important fight of his life. Sasaki Kojiro was already there, pacing the sand, his famous long sword, the drying pole, ready. The younger Musashi would have charged ashore, sword swinging, desperate to prove himself. But this Musashi, the one forged by defeat, stayed on the boat. He watched. He studied the way Kojiro shifted his weight, the angle of his blade, the rhythm of his breath. This was the internal shift most accounts miss. Observation before reaction. Stillness before action. He had learned that rushing into a high-stakes moment without reading the situation first wasn't speed. It was panic dressed up as decisiveness. So he delayed. Deliberately. He let Kojiro's anticipation build. Let his opponent's mind begin to race with questions. By the time Musashi stepped onto the sand, the psychological battle was already won. The duel itself lasted moments. But the framework that won it had taken years to build. Here's where it connects to you. Think of the last time you felt pressure, a deadline, a difficult conversation, a decision with real stakes. Your instinct was to act, to fill the silence, to prove you were in control. But what if you did the opposite? What if you paused long enough to actually see the situation before reacting to it? That pause is the same discipline Musashi discovered on Ganryu Island. And it's the foundation of the mind that could not be broken. After Ganryu Island, Musashi didn't just keep winning. He reverse-engineered why. He called it the void, a mind so empty of fear, ego, and attachment that it could simply see what was happening. No internal debate. No second-guessing. Just pure observation before action. Most of us do the opposite under pressure. We flood the mind with noise. What if I fail? What will they think? I need to prove myself. That chatter isn't preparation. It's paralysis dressed up as thinking. Musashi's Book of Five Rings wasn't a technique manual. It was a psychology of combat. His undefeated streak came from eliminating the one thing that breaks judgment, the need for the outcome to go a certain way. He didn't fight to protect his reputation. He fought to see the truth of the moment. Here's the reframe that changes everything. Invincibility isn't never losing. It's never being so mentally compromised that you lose your judgment. The pause isn't weakness. It's the only discipline that lets you see clearly before you move.